Oh, what's going on, everybody? Richie here, Hybrid Athletics. No pain, more gains, my new approach to training. Many of us have probably heard the phrase no pain, no gain. If I had to guess, I'm not 100% sure, but if I had to guess on the origin of the phrase, I would say it probably arrived somewhere in the 70s or 80s, during the peak of like golden era bodybuilding, and that it got carried on from then. Everyone wanted to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone in the 80s. So this phrase has been around for a long time. It's pretty much the the point I'm trying to get to. But I'm guessing it came from the bodybuilding community. Now, I used to live by this phrase with my training. Like, I would go to the gym, do 30 sets, supersets for arms. And once I had nothing left to give, I would do forced negatives and forced eccentric reps and isometrics and forced reps and all kinds of other shit. But, the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, I got good results from this type of training sometimes. Did I get injured all the time? Yes, but not really that much, but I did get injured. Did I grow muscle? Yeah, actually I did. But looking back on it, I have to kind of chalk it up to being younger. When you're younger, you just bounce back quick. It's actually hard to get injured when you're young. You try to injure yourself and you might not. And then once you start getting older, those injuries start catching up. Not to mention, when you're younger, you also have a fast metabolism, so you can eat whatever you want. Recovery's not an issue. You're putting in hard work in the gym. Is it overkill? Probably, but you don't know that. And then you're eating whatever you want. Very low stress. You're not worried about, anything except hanging out with friends, and really that's it, Maybe school. Oh, I got an essay. Oh, my life's so stressful. So recovery is not a problem. So you're growing. You get results. I did. I know I did. The thing is, now that I'm older, I have a very different approach to training. I think it's smarter. I think it's more mature, and I actually think it's better. Just all around, just better. And I wish I would start doing this when I was younger. But the new phrase that I go by is no pain, more gains. Meaning, I don't have to destroy my body every single time I go to the gym. I don't have to destroy myself actually at all. Now, when I say no pain, I'm not meaning like, oh, well, we're working out really easy. The workouts are really easy and there's no pain at all. That's not what I mean. Workouts they should put a stress on the body. But what I'm doing is, instead of annihilating my muscles, I'm stimulating. So not annihilating, stimulating muscle growth to become bigger, to become stronger, right? A bigger muscle is a stronger muscle. It's just what it is. So that's the new approach, and that means taking it easy some days, knowing when to take one step back, but it's really taking a step forward in doing so. If you look also at the origin, knowing that the phrase probably came from bodybuilding community, no pain, no gain, and you see what else comes out of the bodybuilding community, these body part splits, right? Bro splits, bodybuilding split, whatever you want to call it. Monday, chest day. Tuesday, back day. Wednesday, shoulders. Thursday, arms. Skip legs. But you know what I'm talking about. Well, the studies have shown now that this is not optimal. This is not optimal, especially for a natural drug-free lifter, and that's the key. Because if it's coming from the bodybuilding community and guys are getting results with this, we have to assume that there's some anabolic enhancement taking place to help them get that results, which we now know you could sit around, laying in your bed eating Oreos if you're on certain drugs, and you will build muscle. It's not optimal, but you will build muscle. So when these guys say, oh, well, the steroids, you can't credit all my results just to the steroids. Well, actually, yes, you can. You actually can. If you are working out, of course you're going to get better results than a guy just sitting around, but we know now that certain antibiotics will cause muscle to grow without doing anything. That's just what it is. Now, you got to be careful who you listen to, right? Because you got a guy doing these body part splits telling you that's how he got jacked. Well, it might not work for you. And if you're a natural drug-free lifter like I am, you might want to try something different. And what we know now is that frequency is the key. Frequency is the key. So ideally, you would want to train full body every single day of the week. Not many people are going to be able to do that, because not many people are going to wake up, go through the entire warm up full body, do one set of squats, one set of deadlifts, one set of bench, one set of pull-ups, one set of press, and then say, okay, that's it, I'm done, going to do it again tomorrow. Most people aren't going to do that. Most people don't have the time to do that. So it's, most people's lives won't allow for that. But that's actually really ideal, because what you're doing is you're keeping that muscle protein synthesis going. So after you hit any muscle group, muscle protein synthesis takes place for 48 hours after stimulating that muscle growth, right? After stimulating some sort of adaptation. That means that after 48 hours, your muscles are no longer growing, right? As a natural, I'm talking in naturals here, okay? So, ideally, you want to be hitting the muscle, every single muscle group, every 48 hours, so that you can continue that muscle protein synthesis. You can continue to capitalize on that muscle protein synthesis. Because if you go 48 hours, and then, let's say we hit upper body one day, lower body another day, and you hit upper body again, that second workout, if you just do a few sets targeting your entire upper body, you re-spark that muscle protein synthesis and you continue to go. You don't have to annihilate it, and you don't have to annihilate it every single workout. In fact, you don't really need to annihilate it at all. That doesn't mean don't push hard, but you don't have to destroy yourself. So what you're doing is you're just continuously progressing, adding a rep, adding a pound, adding 2 pounds, adding a set. These are ways that you could progress. And you're just slowly progressing over time, continuing that muscle protein synthesis, and you're just growing. So no pain, more gains. That's the way to train, bars. And that's my new approach. That's what I'm doing now, you guys. And I gotta say that I love it. I wish I'd been doing it much longer. Do I get sore now and then? Yeah, sure, I get sore, depending on the workout, depending on the day, but I'm not living my entire life in pain like I was doing before, trying to annihilate everything, every single workout, thinking, oh, if I don't go to failure, that's bitch shit. I'm out of that mindset now, and the results have been great. So I'm gonna do another follow-up video on my results so far, applying this sort of philosophy to my training, but that'll be coming soon. But yeah, I would definitely recommend trying to apply some of these strategies to your own training. Not every day has to be a max effort day. You don't have to hit a PR every single day. If you can, that's great, and it's not taxing you, because like I said, if you're gonna go all out on a workout, what happens? Well, if you get really sore and you can't work out for a certain muscle group for 3 or 4 days, well, you're missing out. You're missing out on resparking that muscle protein synthesis. You're missing out on continuing that growth, continuing that progress. So slow and steady wins the race, but it's not really a race because it's going to last your whole life. So slow and steady just wins, pretty much. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that new philosophy. Hopefully you find it useful. no pain, more gains. Don't gotta go all out every single workout. Hit it frequently. You know, if you don't have time to do full body every day, you know, full body 3 days a week or every other day is is fine. It actually might be optimal for a lot of people, especially beginners. Upper lower splits, those work great. If you have an off day and you can do, you know, a set of pull-ups and a set of push-ups and a set of body weight squats, you know, that's and make it kind of a challenge. Hey, you know, you're gonna stimulate some growth. You're gonna because you're gonna continue that muscle protein synthesis. So hopefully you find it useful. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the box below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. So take it easy. I'll talk to you next time.